Vuma FM's Andy Lapthorne standing by at Rise FM, Beauty Salala. Top of the hour, here's the news.
Eastern Cape Premier Oscar Mabuyane says he feels vindicated by the High Court's decision to set aside an SIU investigation into his qualifications. Mabuyane filed the urgent application after the SIU said it would be investigating allegations that he was fraudulently admitted into a master's program at Fort Hare University. Reacting to the court's ruling this afternoon, Mabuyane accused the university's leadership of victimization.
We want Fort Hare to continue producing leaders. You can't silence people at Fort Hare if you are leading at Fort Hare. Silence unions, silence students. No one can say anything. All people are cornered. For SIU to be given a flawed, wrong report called forensic, to use it in the manner in which they've been using, go around the media, you see, do all the escapade that they've been doing, saying things about me in the media. The SIU. I felt so disappointed.
On the weather front, a fine day in store for Gauteng tomorrow. Joburg dropping to an overnight low of 4 degrees, peaking at 19. Pretoria 4 and 21. Vereeniging 1 and 20. Lerato Hufela, Eyewitness News.
Eyewitness News on 947. For more, click ewn.co.za.
#MSW. You may begin to feel anxious or excited.
Honest, deliberate, engaging, uncensored.
High-dosage administration can cause adverse reactions.
And most importantly, independent in mind and execution.
This is a normal response. Are you ready?
Marawa Sports Worldwide.
That's the celebration. That is beautiful for me. In memory of the greatest coach in South Africa, Clive Barker. This is what the players are returning the flair. That's how the players are returning the favour. Brilliant.
And maybe again, kudos BBK to the Premier who loves football, who has been working around the clock, trying to make sure that the national team gets to play at the national stadium and improve the point that that is where the national team should always play.
Panya, I think maybe 6,000 of his Panya marshals were also part of the crowd. And I think it was also helped greatly by the fact that the tickets for this match were at 20 rand.
Marawa Sports Worldwide.
All right, so you're saying on record now is that the municipality, as upon your relegation, will stop any funding of the club?
I fully agree with you.
60 million rand. Is that something you have in the pocket to buy a new franchise?
No, that's out of my reach at the moment, eh?
I believe that Richards Bay are putting up their status. 60 million, you get the club. Is it something viable?
60 million in today's economic climate is out of reach. The important thing is that with inflation every year, there's no way teams can find themselves in a solid financial situation if you have a fixed income running for 9 years.
Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Hey. Football, Panagit. And when your team has left everything on the field, you're saying that there is something that is happening there. We build, we pick ourselves up, we dust ourselves up, and we go again. Not the nonsense that you saw in France. when you lose 5-0. And as immediate as the final whistle goes, you're chasing around Mbappe, you're asking for his jersey. If his jersey has been taken from someone else, you're asking for his pants. No. Lose with dignity.
Robert Marawa, live on 947. Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Sowetan Live.
#MSW.
Well, I guess the race is on, isn't it? Because we're looking at 80 days to go before the Rugby World Cup. A mere 80 days. How ready are the boys? Is it too early? Who's going to make it? The injured players. Is it too late? Exciting times ahead. Also, the 2023 FIBA Basketball World Cup is happening in 66 days. The Netball World Cup in just a mere 38 days. FIFA Women's World Cup. And I've seen Desiree Ellis talking about beefing up the technical squad. Biokinetists, there's more fitness coaches that are being employed at Banyana level. Have they left it too late? Is there anything called too late? I don't know. 30 days to go though before that FIFA Women's World Cup. And good luck to all involved as we welcome you here on 947. We're also live on Rise FM, Vuma FM, and Sowetan live on the YouTube channel. So wherever you are around the country, the continent, or the world, good to have you on board here today. We'll try and rattle through. There's a lot to get through, but let's see. Here we go. I mean, just the other day, though, we got to hear from Samir Nurkovic's camp regarding the season-long dispute with the DStv Premiership side, Royal AM. And as you know, that old adage, there's always two sides to a story. And I want us to hear from Royal AM. Why, what, how, where, when. I mean, it's been a saga. It's an entire saga. And that's why we brought into studio Royal AM's legal representative, Leruma Thobejane, who's here with us. Mr. Thobejane, good to see you. Welcome to Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Thank you very much, Robert. Good evening to you and good evening to our listeners.
Thank you so much indeed for affording us a little bit of time to go through what we had spoken to the other camp about. And I believe that there was a deadline which was set for yesterday for you to pay what is due to Samir Nurkovic in total, as was espoused by FIFA to Royal AM. Did you meet that deadline, or do you feel that you are not obliged to make that payment?
Firstly, Mr. Marawa, let me correct the misinformation. There was no deadline as yet.
Okay.
But for me to clarify that, I need to take you back to the history of the matter, especially the award itself.
Mm-hmm.
The award was dated the 3rd of May, 2023. It was only notified to us on the 22nd of May, 2023. On the 26th of May 2023, we wrote to FIFA requesting a motivated award. A motivated award is an award with reasons for the award. We had to do that within 10 days of receipt of the notification of the award.
Right.
We did that within 2 days or 3 days. In terms of Article 24 of the regulation on status and transfer of players, an award is suspended, firstly, by the request for a motivated award, and secondly, by an appeal to CAS. As we speak now, until such time that we receive what is called a motivated award, there's no sanction that can be imposed on Royal AM. It's so strange. I just want to clarify something. It's so strange that the award itself is dated the 3rd of May. We got notified on the 22nd of May. But Samir Nurkovic's legal representatives had notification according to their calculation, which they gave to you on the 3rd of May. But it's not strange, because the history of this matter, I'll tell you exactly what happened. The notification arrives through what you call the FIFA portal as from the 1st of May. When FIFA notifies you, you get an email telling you that there's an update on your case that has been referred to FIFA. That happened on the 22nd of May. I don't know how we could have been notified only on the 22nd of May when they have been notified on the 3rd of May. But be that as it may.
But what do you suspect would have happened there? I mean, what's the insinuation of one party getting it and you not getting it?
I'm not insinuating anything, but I'm saying what are the facts. But let's move a step backward as well.
But what do you read in terms of that? Because you've highlighted it not once but twice. So you feel aggrieved by that.
I feel aggrieved, but let me take you a step back.
Okay.
During the process of filing our answers and them filing their claim. They filed their claim. We had to file our answer within a specified time granted by FIFA. Upon receipt of our own answer, they had to file further response to our answer. But something strange happened. On the 24th of March, I received notification via email from FIFA stating that Royal AM, you have failed to respond to Samir Nurkovic's rejoinder. A rejoinder is when one now switches the course of his action from the previous course of action to a new course of action. I immediately wrote to FIFA on behalf of Royal AM that I've not received any correspondence from you or from Samir Nurkovic's attorneys. I have proof to that effect. I wrote to them and I told them in no uncertain terms that I regard the so-called response from Samir Nurkovic's attorneys as pro non scripto until such time that I've been provided with a copy thereto and I've been afforded an opportunity to respond to that. Because according to them, the submission period had closed without us being provided with an opportunity to respond to their rejoinder. I have that in writing. I have that as proof in writing. You know what happens? Instead of the gentleman apologize, first writing a letter to me to apologize and say, we made a mistake. But I don't take that mistake because throughout this process of lodging and exchange of documents, there's no way that you can fail to send an email to me. There's no way.
So he did not apologize, or he apologized?
He doesn't apologize.
At all?
He sends me some documents, say there was a clerical or administrative action. He sends me the documents. Then he says in that email, I don't even take that as an apology. There was an administrative bungle up or whatever he wants to call it. That's not an apology because my letter dated the 27th of March was strongly worded and I disregarded their so-called Samir Nurkovic's response that I had to answer there to because I've never received that.
And who at FIFA are you communicating to and at what level or department? So the person who admittedly acknowledges this admin.
It's just an individual. You see, his name appears on some of the emails. Remember, previously we had to lodge via emails to that PSD at FIFA.
Yes.
From the 1st of May, all claims and all responses to claims and all communication has to go via the FIFA portal. And the good thing about the FIFA portal is that as soon as there's a transaction on a case that you're handling, you got notification immediately by email.
Right.
So when the notification of the award was made, immediately an email popped up to say, Leruma Thobejane, there's an update on the status of your case, Samir Nurkovic. You go there, you get the notification of the award. Immediately, we request motivated award. We're still waiting for the motivated award. Go to Article 24 of the Status and Transfer of Players regulations. There's no execution of that award until such time that they've provided us with the motivated award and we have been afforded an opportunity. After that, we have 21 days to appeal to CAS if we feel so.
So the belief that what was communicated by FIFA to Samir's legal team, which they deemed to be final and binding and no further recourse, you don't buy into that. You don't believe that there is no other way but for you to pay Samir Nurkovic or else face FIFA sanction.
Let me tell you something. Their belief might be their belief, but the rules are the rules. We follow rules. I don't follow what their belief is. Before I came into your studio, I got an email from Samir as legal representatives. And the email, I brought it here.
What does it say?
You can read it to the public.
Sure.
I have it here. And I have not yet had an opportunity to respond to it, but I'll respond to it. But it's very clear.
Yeah.
What he has told all the media houses about the deadline of yesterday, whatever, and he's asking me to pay or to speak to him if I need to. It's all not true.
Okay. So let me read this.
Read it.
So I'm getting this for the first time. So I'll read it for the sake of this, not obviously as per instruction. It says, it comes from Davor Lazic, as you know, the legal representative and attorney of law for Samir Nurkovic. It says, "Dear sir, as you're aware by now, FIFA DRC issued and distributed the decision of Samir Nurkovic CA Royal AM Football Club case on the 3rd of May 2023, and until today no payment was made and 45 days of notification of that decision already passed. Consequently, please note that in the case that the full payment, including all applicable interest, is still not made by close of business tomorrow, the 21st of June 2023, he and we will be forced to submit the matter before the FIFA disciplinary committee. And should you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Best wishes, Davor Lazic."
Okay. Now let's clarify that, Rob. The award, when it comes to you, when you are notified, it tells you what to do. It gives you 45 days. One, to pay, or in terms of the regulations, you have 10 days to request a motivated award, which we have done, and the request for motivated award pauses the execution. So if you look at his letter and you go back to what I've told you, it is not true that we already 45 days have elapsed. It's not true, because we received the notification on the 22nd of May. And secondly, it is not true that there's any award that can be executed by SAFA or FIFA, because...
But how do we calculate the execution? How do we calculate the upon... Is it upon dispatching that document, or is it upon receipt? Because what I have in my inbox could be received even in August during the year. So when do you begin the process of counting down the 45 days?
Robert, I said from the 1st of May.
Yeah.
FIFA is using what you call a portal.
The portal, yes.
As soon as they send any notification to you, an email pops. From that moment when the update was done, that's the date of notification. The date of notification here is the 22nd of May 2023. That's when the award was updated on the case.
So what do you make of this email that's been sent to you this afternoon?
It's nothing, because...
Are you going to respond to him?
I'll respond to him.
Okay.
And the response is very clear. One, we're still waiting for the motivated award. Two, whatever is saying there is not true. We have not missed any deadline, and we will exercise our option after receiving the motivated award. We need to see in the award how this FIFA panel arrived at the decision they made before we can exercise our options.
So do you see this running into the start of the new season? Is this bound to alter anything to do with Royal AM and the program?
Royal AM, as I can tell you now, from the 26th of May to now, the FIFA panel has failed to give us a motivated award. So ask yourself, how do you arrive at a decision if you don't have the reason for that decision? How does it take you more than 20 days to give me motivated grounds for your award if you've already made the award. This is going to run into months. The threat of Royal AM not registering players and whatever is not going to happen now.
So they will continue to register?
They will continue to register.
But do you believe, though, that Davor has that breakdown that you are looking for from FIFA to say, how did they get...
No, he doesn't have.
He doesn't have as
because if you go to the FIFA portal, if I give you my, unfortunately I don't have my password.
The password,
the secretary. If I give you that, if you go into the case, it will tell you the status of the case. On the motivated award, it still say no motivated award. It says 0.
Okay, maybe we'll find out from Davor as well how he feels about this. I think we've got to find a way forward. And for more, don't go anywhere.
Marawa Sports Worldwide Live.
In 3, 2, 1.
On 947, Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Sowetan Live.
#MSW.
Elevate your chances to win big with Cell C. Get the all-new Cell C Elevate 2 contract plan and get 1.5 gigs anytime data, 1.5 gigs social data, and 200 any network minutes to call any number for only 199 Rand per month. Customize your contract with the bolt-on feature to add extra data and minutes whenever you need. Sign up or upgrade today. Call 084 145, go online or in-store. T's and C's apply. Cell C. Change your world.
Joe Lion, Jolene, Joleon. No matter how you say it, the Haval Jolene has captured the hearts of South Africans. It is everything you want, from semi-autonomous technology to wireless charging. And right now, we have amazing deals across the whole Jolene range. Visit dealassist.haval.co now for up to 36,000 Rand in deal assistance and drive away in one of SA's most loved SUVs. Now also available in 140 kilowatt full hybrid. Haval Jolene, intelligence in motion.
How can I accept payments on the move? If your business is on the go, you need a payment device that can move with you wherever your business takes you. With Speedy QR from FNB, you can accept payments on your smartphone. Use Speedy QR to generate a QR code that your customers can scan to pay. It all happens on the FNB app, so your business can keep moving and your customers can pay you on the spot. Join the changeables and get the help you need. FNB is a division of First Rand Bank Limited, an authorized financial services and credit provider. T's and C's apply.
It's time to spin the wheels on Lotto Star's Real Rush games and stand a chance to win instant payouts of up to 2 million Rand. Enjoy thrilling multipliers and massive rewards on Rainbow Mania, Dragon Tiger Gate, Soju Bomb, Tuk Tuk Thailand, and many more. Spin the reels now on lottostar.co.za, your world of live games.
Lotto Star is licensed by the Mpumalanga Economic Regulator. No under 18s. National Responsible Gambling Program. 0800 006 008. T's and C's apply. All games are fixed odds betting events.
Got a cough or cold you need to beat? This winter, cold and flu symptoms are no match for Cephacol's brand new range of cough and cold syrups. Just one bottle packs a punch. From nasal congestion, sore throat and coughing to sniffing and sneezing. Plus, it opens your airways and fights infection with antibacterial and antiviral properties. Stop cold and flu symptoms in their tracks this winter. For cough and cold symptoms, remember, there is a Cepacol for that.
Hey P, you always have the best tech. How is that possible?
It's Rentosa, B. They give you access to all the electronics, appliances, fitness, and baby goods you need. You just use what you need whenever you want and pay month to month. It's real subscription.
So I get to upgrade, swap, and return the products I no longer need?
Exactly. The flexibility is crazy.
Sounds perfect for me. You know me. I can't commit.
You ever think maybe it's the girls that don't want to commit?
Wow, that's cool.
Commitment is messy. Just Rentosa it. Shop online at rentosa.co.za or download the app from the Play or App Store today.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Yes, the goal is beautiful, but I think that celebration from Laplace just speaks more volume.
We've got on the line Sunday Times sports editor BBK Korjas. What do you say about Hugo Broos? His style, his approach, his consistency in going for the players that maybe you and I would never have dreamt and would see a Bafana jersey, but he keeps them in the team and they keep delivering.
It is a call to those who are in charge to not just listen, to do what Stimela said. Look, listen, and decide. We can play this game. We want a Bafana that is going to go and play a match and lose. And we go home happy, saying, good, Sidliwe, kodwa swinging. You will interpret or translate for your wang listeners, but I'm just saying that.
Hashtag MSW. Hashtag MSW.
Legal representative for Royal AM, Leruma Thobejane, with me here in studio. And as we headed to the break, he was just saying to us that they've requested a motivation award, and also just giving us, and also very privy to the email that he received at 16 minutes past 2 this afternoon, June the 20th on Tuesday, coming through from Davor Lazic, who is listening very closely to all of this. And as we take our final moments with Mr. Thobejane, let me quickly head off to that part of the world in Zagreb. Davor, thank you so much. I know you've been listening. Anything that you would want to dispute while I got both of you here giving your side of the story and given the freshness of this email that's just been presented to us?
I apologize, but I didn't listen to anything, so I'm not sure what you are referring to.
There's an email which I do believe is from you that you sent through to Mr. Thobejane as a representative of Royal AM. Is this an email that you can confirm is from you?
Yes, I haven't been listening to your show. I haven't been on. I was put on the hold. But if it's an email that I sent today around 2:15 p.m., that is true. I have sent email today referring to FIFA Dispute Resolution Chamber decision, which was issued and distributed now more than 45 days ago. And since no payment was made towards my client, Mr. Samir Nurkovic, I did inform the lawyer of the club of Royal AM that in the case of full payment will not be paid by the end of tomorrow, that we will have no further option but to submit the matter before FIFA Disciplinary Committee, according to the decision.
Yeah, firstly, he believes that it's not 45 days up yet from his belief as far as the notification is concerned, but also secondly, that FIFA haven't provided a full breakdown from the people that sat through to say to him who and how they came up to the conclusion. So there's obviously a dispute, and from my reading, that money is not going to be coming your way anytime soon. Where does this leave you?
Well, again, I didn't get any of my learned colleagues' arguments during the proceedings, and it beats me how they can still persuade the same arguments now when they have a final decision. So I can tell, I'm not sure if they are familiar with the proceedings before FIFA, but according to FIFA rules, any party can file for the grounds of the decision inside prescribed 10 days since the reception of the decision of Dispute Resolution Chamber. My learned colleagues should have known that. If they haven't done so, and according to the information I have from the FIFA, they haven't done so, the case is closed, they never filed for any grounds, then the deadline elapsed. So basically, there's nothing to wait for them apart from another ruling from FIFA Disciplinary Committee, since there is no payment from the club side. So according to the rules, we as representatives of the claimant of football player, we should inform the FIFA in that regard. But then once we submit our new request to the disciplinary committee, then the disciplinary committee will rule further on. So basically, there are a lot of different consequences which can be enforced to the club in accordance with Article 24, paragraphs 7 and 8, and Article 25 of the regulations of on the status and transfer of players. So that everything is according to rule. I'm not sure. I didn't even understand any argument at this stage.
Yeah. All right. So just stay on hold, because we really don't have much time. I just wanted to get clarity. And obviously, you're both reading the same rules. You're quoting the same, Article 24. But there's a different outcome to it. And I see Mr. Thobejane shaking his head here as you were saying that. What was it that was disturbing you regarding what Dov was talking about?
You know, what disturbs me is that, number one, he says FIFA told him that we have not requested for the motivated award. And I came with these documents so that I can prove to you that indeed the request was successfully submitted to FIFA. And I want you to have these emails. No because I'm not going to be dealing with FIFA because I can see that their conduct is clearly prejudicial to Royal AM. Look at those documents. The first document is the 22nd of May. It's a notification. You'll see, read that. You'll see a notification from FIFA. That's when we received notification of the award. The 25th of May, you'll see there. FIFA receives our letter requesting the motivated award. And they say that it has been transmitted successfully and they're telling us that they received our document. What else do we need to do?
And they say that they'll contact you soon regarding it. That was sent on the 25th of May. Are you aware of this, Davor? Because here I'm looking at documentation in front of me.
No, I'm not aware of that document. But however, even if that was the truth, which I sincerely doubt so, that doesn't change anything. The decision of FIFA Football Tribunal was distributed on May 3rd this year. If my learned colleague now submits that they have filed something on 21st or 25th or any May afterwards, that doesn't change a thing. So basically, according to the rules, should any of the parties wish to receive the grounds of the decision, a written request must be received by FIFA within 10 days of the receipt of notification of findings of the decision. Basically, what it means, from May 3, you had 10 days to file a written request. If you done it on 15, 16, 17, or any other May, as now my colleague says, it's too late. Failure to do it within 10 days of receipt of notification or within state.
What is your next step, though? Just to come in here, because we are running out of time. Mr. Thobejane.
There's no step. They haven't filed an appeal in prescribed.
So they haven't filed an appeal.
Robert?
Yeah.
No, they haven't filed an appeal, and decision is becoming final and binding. So
okay. All right, just hold it there, Mr. Thobejane. You have a bite at this.
Robert, I've given a document that comes from FIFA. That's the notification of the award. That's 22nd of May 2023. And I'll hold FIFA to that. The reason why I gave you a history of this to say, on what ground can they say they received the award on the 3rd of May when we got notification of this award only on the 22nd of May? But I'm not surprised. This has been happening throughout this case. But, well, what I can tell you is that I'm still waiting for the motivated award. And if anyone at FIFA, the same gentleman that wrote to us to say that we have missed the deadline is the one that promises him that we have not met the deadline, I'm sorry, they won't get anything.
All right, Davor, you heard that. You're not going to get anything until that is sent through from FIFA. So it looks like this case is going to be ongoing and we'll definitely be on top of it. I thank you for your time and hopefully we will find clarity and finality on it.
I'm looking forward for the second part. Thank you.
Not a problem. Thank you very, very much indeed. Mr. Thobejane, I know you've made a trip to the studio. I appreciate it. It doesn't seem like it's going to be the end of it. But your contribution, highly, highly appreciated. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Robert. And thanks to Alice.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Now, sadly, after 15 years in the Premier League, Maritzburg United have been relegated to the Motsepe Foundation Championship. The chairman of Maritzburg United, Farouk Kadodia, is here.
Over the years, I think what was done, what was achieved in PD Maritzburg, that cannot be forgotten. And yes, we just need a day or two more to basically sit at the drawing board and say, right, okay, are we ready for the appetite to fight in the Motsepe League? I think more than anything else is that we know very well that the first division is much more of a streetwise league.
Does Farouk Kadodia, as chairman of Maritzburg United, have the appetite to continue in football?
I will really be honest to you that I have mixed feelings about it. I firmly believe that the supporters will be there to push the team back into the PSL. Whether I have the appetite, I think in the next 2 days that will tell.
#MSW. #MSW.
Rob, I don't understand why Chiefs is sticking to a coaching recruitment model that has never produced any results in the past 8 years, because people have been forced to work with individuals that they are not comfortable with. And you would recall the utterances between Stuart Baxter and Arthur Zwane, because we could see that those were some of the forced relationships. But the world is moving into a direction where a coach brings in their own technical team, and I don't understand why Chiefs is not allowing that to happen so that the club can prosper. Take it, Tebohoye.
Good evening, Mr. Marawa. Ukhuluma noSibongelelo kaMkhwane. Mr. Marawa, I've been following the talks of Funabi joining the Kaizer Chiefs, Mr. Marawa. I think the arrogant shown by Chiefs management, which has never worked for them before, Mr. Marawa. If a top coach like Funabi is suggesting that he wants to bring his team, his technical staff to work with at Kaizer Chiefs, I see no reason for resisting that. I think Chiefs management need to sit down with the coach Arthur Zwane, who I think was a wrong choice, Mr. Marawa, in the first place, and talk to him and see what they can offer him at Chiefs, but not in the first team, Mr. Marawa. In the first team, if they hire Onabi, he's supposed to bring his full technical team, so that if it's happened that he fails, then they will be all gone. Thank you, Mr. Marawa. Good show.
Yeah, lots of reaction to the conversation that we've just had a short while ago. But from legal, we jump into a champion. Yeah, talking about a champion, hard work, commitment, endurance. Those are some of the words that we can tell you about this gentleman here. And that's the story of Donald Ramphadi. Absolute inspiration, also a beacon of hope to many, especially from the most rural parts of our country. Oh man, you're going to love this. It's been such a tough journey though for the Ghanaian-born star. He's now a world number 4. Maybe the rankings changed while he's been waiting to come on air. Who knows? I hope they have. A Roland Garros Grand Slam champion. He made history, though, after becoming the first South African able-bodied or adaptive athlete to win the title in decades. Now, his achievement, it's just too massive, though, for the country to be so silent about it. And that's why we always try and make a noise about some of the winners that we do have in this country. We need to do better in celebrating this man, ladies and gentlemen. He's touched back in the country and is here with us. Donald Ramphadi, Grand Slam champion. I can only say, champ, good to have you back. Welcome to the show.
Good evening, Robert. Thanks for having me.
Have you been walking around feeling like one?
Yeah, there and there. Hey? Yeah, to be honest, everything that just happened a week ago is just sinking in right now. For the fact that that actually the way I was received back home, sure. The way I've been getting interviews and all that, I hope all this, whatever that is happening right now, started long ago, because obviously I've been getting results, but just the difference is just now got to win the Grand Slam. So yeah.
So you feel that it had to take something as massive as this for then your name to pop up, be in stars, be in lights, and then have these kind of interviews and the many that you've had since you've come back?
Yeah, for sure. I've been winning and wondering why am I not getting all these interviews. Why am I not getting all the spotlight? But only to realize that I actually had to win the big one to be realized. So,
but you think that's fair though, because we should all be part of your journey from the beginning. We should all be part of your journey from the early stages, seeing the potential and then running with you and not only claiming you when you're a champion.
To be honest, it would be nice to start with the player. We actually, we have to start from the development. We have to start developing the players from the start. To show them how to hold the racket and just when they win the Grand Slam and I feel like we're gonna have like a full ride of like claiming that it's our player, we've been with them and all that. But yeah, the reality of today, it's just it is what it is. There's nothing I can say, to be honest.
We'll come back from the break. We'll chat further to Donald. Any questions, please feel free. You can even call us in studio 011-883-8947. Maybe you've been tracking his development, his success. Well, he's all here. He's all yours. We're here to celebrate and also to find out the preparations ahead of the Paralympic Games.
Marawa Sports Worldwide Live.
In 3, 2, 1.
On 947, Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live.
#MSW.
#MSW live now on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live at the same time.
#MSW.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
And following up is Lepasa for South Africa's second.
We've got on the line Sunday Times sports editor BBK Korjas.
Belated Father's Day to you and the rest of the fathers. My beard is grey. That can tell you a lot.
I love it. One day I hope to be as grey as you, sir, because you've always led. You are the role model that you are. Where we are right now with the recent performance of Bafana.
Stevie Wonder sings these 3 words mean I love you or say I love you. But for me, it was pleasing to see Bafana play with 3 words: composure, concentration, and application. Reignite our love affair with Bafana.
I just called to say I love you.
#MSW.
#MSW.
Emotions. We're ruled by them, they say. It was so emotional. Stop being so emotional. Emotions ran high last night. So-and-so is too emotional. And while they're probably right, emotions are a pretty terrible investment tool because they don't play by the rules of common sense. Emotions don't stop and think. They're definitely not calm. Or they wouldn't be so emotional, would they? It's why they have no place in long-term investing, where the emotions of the day are replaced by the preparations for tomorrow. Because in a world ruled by emotion, it's best that we are not. Ellen Gray, long-term investing. Ellen Gray is an authorized FSP.
Are you looking to buy, sell, or trade in your car online? Go to www.motors.cars. That's MOTUS.cars. You will find thousands of new and used cars backed by more than 70 years of sales experience. The finance application process on our friendly website will ensure that you get the best deal from multiple banks. Visit us at www.motors.cars. Motors.cars. You click, we car.
In my business, I was always told, look before you leap. I'm more like, leap before you look, because if you spend too much time looking, you'll end up not leaping, and besides, the vantage point from the air is much better. So leap, man, leap.
Become a Sage customer like Miles and set up your business to fly with our helpful accounting, HR, and payroll tools. Visit sage.com today. Sage, helping business flow.
It's Pick n Pay's birthday trolley top-up. Plus, smart shoppers get your share of 100 million Robux and save on 5 kilogram no-name frozen chicken braai packs for only 188 Rand 99. And 900 gram lumps with cheddar, white cheddar or Gouda cheese get any 3 for the price of 2. See in-store for more details. Only at Pick n Pay. Valid 19 to 25 June while stocks last. T's and C's apply.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Now, sadly, after 15 years in the Premier League, Maritzburg United have been relegated to the Matsiba Foundation Championship. The chairman of Maritzburg United, Farouk Kadodia, is here. You got great players, quality players, but no results.
When we had the final game, 12,000 people at the stadium, you try to motivate the team and you still can't score that one goal.
Did you suspect anything?
Yeah, look, I think there was a bit of concerns from certain angles that the performances that was questionable, the goals that to be leaked out. What's the problem? Why can't you, chairman? Why can't you manage the situation? In one season, we had both goalkeepers that could not maintain the gloves for the balance of the season.
Hashtag MSW. Hashtag MSW.
Yeah, it's a Grand Slam champion, Donald Ramphadi, with me here in studio. 011-883-8947 if you want to join in the conversation. Yeah, maybe you're also from Tsanin. You might not have heard of the man, but he's here. A lot of people watching it on YouTube as well, entering your comments there. So we'll take any form of comments, even the WhatsApp voice notes. Now, you were telling us about the journey. There are a lot of people interested in how, just taking us very briefly through your journey to success and just your perseverance and all of it. How would you tailor it back and to how you stuck it out?
To be honest, it was a tough one. Yeah. It was really a tough one, not an easy one. But knowing what I want, knowing where I want to get, it's something that actually driven me to where I am today, and not forgetting my coach, my manager, for being there for me. There was a lot of times whereby I felt like I want to give up. This is just not happening. But for them to be there for me, for them to encourage me that you can be the best wheelchair tennis player in the world. So it's been really emotional, Robert, to be honest. So I
can see that as you're talking and reaching the top 5. I mean, as I said, top 4. You were edging in the top 25. You wanted to break into the top 10, but here you are. I mean, I'm sitting here looking at somebody who's in the top 5 in the world. Has that sunk in?
Yeah. I mean, for sure. To be honest, when I started playing in a quad division, I knew that I had capabilities to be where I am today. But the problem that I faced, the problem that I know, it's going to be the problem going forward. It's me getting funding. How am I gonna get to Europe? How am I gonna get to America and all that? So even today, man, I'm still saying thank you to Australian Open for granting me the wild card, because that wild card made a huge difference. Because I was able to get to Australia and play and get that prize money and just invest in my career. Look at me today. I'm world number 4 because of that. So I can't stop saying thank you to Australian Open.
Oh. And you were talking very glowingly about your coach, and I know now he's taking a different turn. There's only so much he can do, but he's also doing a lot in terms of expanding your technical team. Getting the true professionals, whether it is about your physicality or maybe getting the conditioning coach and so on. How is that expansion of your technical team going so far?
I mean, it's doing well. I mean, I see improvement, and it's only because of him seeing the loopholes and trying to patch those loopholes. I mean, myself growing up playing tennis, I was more of like aggressive, just going for the ball without even thinking a lot and all this. But now now that we brought Dr. TP in the thinging, so she's really helping me a lot, and before I can hit a ball, there's this whole lot of things that I think about before I can even hit that ball. So as I said, there's a lot of improvement in my tennis. So I'm thankful for Dr. TP for being there to help me grow my mental strength and all that. So thanks to the team, they've been doing wonders.
So you're feeling the difference. I mean, there's an immediate feeling of this expanded team, so that your guidance is not just linear, it's not just one way, different ideas, but all geared towards making you a fuller player in terms of your general approach. Is that what you're getting?
Yeah, for sure. And you know that guy. I always tell my friends that, you know what, I can't even think of the day whereby me and my coach will be like, you know what, I'm done.
Yes.
I can't, because I feel like that guy made me who I am today. He did a lot for me. I can't stop thanking him. So it's just emotional, and I thank him.
But I mean, when you look at the state of tennis in South Africa, I mean, are we growing? Are we dying in terms of that generally?
To be honest, it's been really difficult, especially in wheelchair tennis side. Since 2016, I think we lost the big sponsor, and then we couldn't have like sponsors in our country. I mean tournaments in our country. So that caused us to like go overseas to gain points, which is it's a difficult part because we don't even have funding. Funding is a problem in South Africa, and now for us to get points we have to travel. So from there it's been really tough. We used to have like 500 active players in South Africa, but now it's just not on. I don't even know how many players are active.
But definitely not 500.
No,
definitely not.
Not even half. I think not
really?
Even half. Yep.
You were talking about sponsors and how important they are. As Donald, the individual, does somebody back you up? Do you have a sponsor? Somebody you can proudly sit here. I don't even care if you mention their name. Do you have a sponsor?
To be honest, Rob, I'm just gonna be honest. I'm just gonna say it right here. I mean, the only sponsor that I have right now, it's Wilson. That sponsor me with rackets, and then there's a couple of people in US that they try and donate there and there, but in South Africa to travel, I use my own money. TSA has been trying, but this year they didn't even put like a budget out because they said they don't have sponsors. Last year they did give us like 40 grand. But it's not enough. It can't even make a
whole entire tennis essay.
Yeah, so it's been really tough. I don't want to lie.
And you're world number 4.
I'm world number 4. I mean, I'm thinking.
But that is why, and I do hope, and I know that our very active Minister of Sport, I don't know if you've met him, Zizi Goto.
Yeah, I met him last night. Yeah,
last night.
Yep.
What was that conversation like? Because I'm aware. When ministers come through, they have a lot on their plate. They make a couple of promises here and there, and maybe a lot of the promises are not fulfilled. Did he give or say something to you that is promising, or did you just think, yeah, okay?
To be honest, when because I was supposed to arrive in the morning, and then it didn't happen because of the weather, and the flight didn't make it in time in Paris, so the flight to Johannesburg had to leave me. So I arrived in South Africa around 10 o'clock. So I was not expecting everyone to be there. So
sure.
I found him there. But then what he said to me was like, congratulations on everything. But to be honest, there was no promises and all that. Yep.
I think my next question will be, what can we do immediately? If you have to give me a task right now, and even if you have to give me an amount right now, what would that be?
To be honest, Robert, it's been tough. I mean, this thing has been heavy,
Yeah.
It's getting very emotional to me. Because
I want to take that out of you, Donald. I want to see you improve, become world number one. We haven't even edged out tip of the iceberg of your story. I wanted to get to this success, but we can't forget about the difficulties that you endure right now. That is why I'm saying, if you had to give me a task right now and say, as I head off to the Paralympics, please find me a sponsor. Is there a preferred sponsor? How much?
Last year, I think I spent it around 700K. I think including a wheelchair, because my wheelchair broke 2 times during the match. I had to forfeit because I'm using like the old chair, and it's been like giving me problems. So there's like a modern one which is very light and very fast. I think that will really, if I can get like a sponsor to like help me with the funds to travel around, and I'm tired of thinking about how am I gonna get in England, how am I gonna get in China, how am I gonna get in. I just want to focus on my tennis, and I know if that happened, I'm going to be a much better player. So I just want to be provided with the funds to travel,
make your load lighter.
Basically. And just get that wheelchair, and then the rest. I feel like to be honest, a lot of Grand Slam they're gonna come back home if I can get all it. I just need that. I just want to focus on my play.
I mean, we had KG here in studio. I mean, you and KG won the doubles Grand Slam title, and immediately things flip. And the fact that 2 big names, people that put our country in the forefront of tennis, do not get the kind of support, I mean, it breaks my heart. But here's a quick voice note.
Donald, I just want to congratulate you on your achievement. This is massive for South African sports. And I just want to find out from you, were you expecting the reception that you got yesterday? Because for me, I was blown away by the manner in which the Ministry of Sports welcomed you, gave you that hero's welcome. Did you anticipate that kind of reception from the ministry, as well as the Sporting Olympics Committee representative, as well as Tennis South Africa? Just want to hear your views, and thank you so much. It's Thobejane.
Evening, Rob, and evening to the MSW listeners, and also to the champion, Donald. Rob, the unfortunate thing is that in South Africa, we can only watch certain sports as a whole nation. Some sports are only for the selected few. Why do I say that? I say that because of the access to watch those sports. So if Donald would have been a person competing, say for instance in football, we probably would know about him, would know everything about him. That's the unfortunate thing. Why? Because football is the mostly accessible. Why is it accessible? Well, we know what happens with the pay TV and the rights and everything. So that's the unfortunate thing. But he must not be deterred. He should push forward. At least he won this championship. Now it's for us as South Africans to push him even further. Because for him to achieve this feat, without us as South Africans knowing much about him, it means that now with us knowing him, we should just push him more forward. I just wish him well and wish him all the best. Thanks.
No, but thank you so much indeed. I do appreciate that. So maybe 2 quick fire questions coming out of that, Donald. And thanks for being so open about it. We will work hard as MSW to make sure that your load is lighter. We will work hard to make sure that you get some form of sponsorship and present to you that. And I do believe in South Africans. I do believe in their generosity and good heart, but also to a champion. Maybe what Tebogo was asking in the initial question about how you felt when you got that reception, when you came back. Did you expect it, anticipate it? Maybe it also leans into people coming in at the tail end of your struggles to say, welcome, champ, when they did nothing for you ahead of that. But how did it make you feel?
As I said, I was supposed to be landing in the morning, but it didn't happen. And I knew that something was planned by TSA, the welcoming and whatever. But after I told them that I couldn't make it, they wrote something on on the social media that the welcoming Donald blah blah, it's cancelled.
Yes.
So arriving late, especially around 10. To be honest, I was not expecting anyone, but I was expecting Sian Kachele, my team, as they always do. You know, even doesn't matter what time, they're always there for me. They always received me with like smiles and all that, like the congratulating thinking. So I was, to be honest, I was not expecting anything, but to find them at Easter there waiting for me. Khotso Mokoena and the board member of TSA, it actually made it even more special. So I'm thankful that they were awake at the time and like waiting to receive me back.
Donald Ramphadi, thank you so much, man, for your time, and I do appreciate you. We support you. We are proud of you. Don't let this turn you down. Don't let this dishearten you. We are fully behind you. And I hope that next time we meet again, wherever it is, could be in the studio, we'll have some good news for you. Thank you so much, Bob.
Thank you for having me, Rob.
Champion.
Thank you.
I want to see that smile. Yeah, well done. Beautiful. And as we end the show, some breaking news. AmaZulu Football Club have appointed a new head coach. Club President Sandile Zungu today roping in the services of Spaniard Pablo Franco Martin on a 36-month-long deal. Yeah, Pablo Franco Martin.
Marawa Sports Worldwide Live.
In 3, 2, 1.
On 947, Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live.
#MSW. We could say you're in for a good night, but that would be an understatement.